Okay, so if you'd like to come around and sit back onto your heels, and reaching all the way up towards the top end of your mat, lifting your chin up, and then we can draw the body nice and slowly up and along the ground, rolling down the shoulders and lifting the chin up. And let's draw on up into a cat stretch, pulling up through the shoulders and up into your back. Let's take the head and tailbone away and sitting all the way back down onto your heels. And again, let's bring the body to pull on up, rolling back the shoulders and lifting the chin. And let's draw on up into a cat stretch, rounding up through the shoulders and up into your back. Taking the head and tailbone away and sitting back down upon your heels. And again, let's bring the body to pull on up, rolling down the shoulders and lifting the chin. And now let's curl the toes and take it off into your downward facing dog, looking up towards your navel. Drawing forwards into a high plank and then bending your knees, and let's sit on back. And again, let's bring the body to pull on up, rolling back the shoulders and lifting the chin. Curling with your toes and lengthening off into a nice long downward facing dog. Draw forwards into your high plank and then bending with your knees and sitting all the way back. And again, bring the body through, lift and open the shoulders, the chest, let the elbows tuck in. As you curl the toes, nice long extension into downward facing dog. Draw forwards into a strong high plank and then bending your knees and sitting on back. And again, bring the body to pull on up, curling the toes and lengthening back and down. And drawing forwards into a high plank and then bending with your knees and releasing and sitting back. And again, bring the body to pull on up, curling the toes and lengthening back and down. And draw forwards into a strong plank, and bending your knees and sitting back. Again, bring the body to pull on up, curling the toes and lengthening off, long downward facing dog. Draw forwards into a high plank, and bending with your knees and sitting all the way back. Just a couple more times. Bring the body up, getting in, working in a little strength for the arms as we press on back. A little bit of release into the whole back of your body. Bring it forwards, high plank. Getting the core locked on, bending your knees and sitting on back. One more time. Float the body through, curling the toes, and we'll stay in that downward dog. And let's walk it down from foot to foot. And just giving it a little bit of a release from one leg to the other, one hip to the other. And we can use this as a little moment too, just to check in with your body, noticing what your energy is like today, maybe how your body feels from how, or maybe what you did yesterday, training-wise. And then let's come down upon the knees, and let's place the right foot forwards. Okay, now today, if you can just pop down your right hand to the inside of your foot, and bring your left hand up. And let's open the shoulder, the chest, looking up towards your thumb. Take a couple of deep breaths there. And then releasing it back down. Both hands on the inside of your foot. Curl the toes and lift up the back knee, raising your right arm, looking up. And either remain or turn open your front foot, go to the outside edge of your back foot. Lean forwards into the right knee and then bring your right arm back, opening the chest. And bring it all the way back down, let the knee down upon the floor. Now, if we clasp your fingers, and the reason we do this is we want to keep the palms pulled up together. I'm going to press through the middle, the first fingers, make a little arrow with your arms, squeeze your head right. So you're going to feel that stretch coming down into the left-hand side of your body. And bring it all of the way back up. Let your arms back down. Move back upon that back knee, digging the heel in, drawing the toes back. And just take a little bit of an extension through the tailbone, pressing down from the centre of your chest. Find that calf stretch, that hamstring stretch. And bring the body back and through. Now, if you could place the knees together, place your palms to the floor, hands beneath your shoulders. I'm going to inspire the core to get to work here. So I'm going to curl the toes and lift the knees just an inch off the floor. Now looking slightly ahead, set up your breath pattern, breathing in and breathing out, really pulling up into your core, breathing in, navel back to the spine on your out breath, and feeling here. You might feel your quads working a little bit. And if you do have trouble curling the toes, you could do this on the back of your feet, or you could go back onto your knees. But your knees are just basically no more than an inch off the floor. Take a couple of deep breaths in and out, pulling up on that bottom rib, not too much sinking into the back. And now straighten the legs all the way back out. Okay, now you could either walk it up on the spot again, one foot and then the other, or you could try taking your right foot back behind your left, bending your left knee and then drawing your right heel all the way down in towards the floor, or as far as it will go. And you keep looking back towards your knee. And then we'll change it over. Step your left foot back behind your right. Bend your right knee and draw your left heel towards the floor. Taking in a calf stretch and a little bit of a lower back stretch coming up into, on this time, the left leg and left hip. And then bring the feet back down. Come down upon your knees again for me and step forwards with your left leg. Now if we place down the left hand to the inside of your foot, raising your right arm and looking up. So opening out the chest. Breathe in through your nose, out of your mouth. Bring down both of your hands to the inside of your foot, curling the toes and lifting the back knee, raising your left arm. And then again, if you want to go a little bit deeper, open up your front foot, lean in towards it, you go down to the outside edge of your back foot, and then we can roll open the upper arm if you want to. So a little bit more of a chest opener. And then coming all of the way back down again, knee back down upon the floor. So again, clasping your fingers in together, good hand hold, raising your arms high, squeezing your head, lifting your chin, and take a bend to go over towards the left, stretching down into the right hand side of your body. And then bring it all the way back up, letting your arms down, and moving back upon that back knee, digging the heel in, drawing your toes back, arching out through your spine, pressing from the centre of your chest so you find that calf stretch, that hamstring stretch. So this little routine that we've done, you know, it doesn't take very long. It takes about 10 minutes. And if this was all that you did, okay, it's a really good thing to keep going with. You know, if you're away, taking a break, just keep going with a little bit of stretch, because these are the bits that we lose. You know, we lose our range of motion. Come on up. All right, let's pop round onto your back and bend up your knees and be able to catch your heels with your fingertips. Have your feet parallel and just take the lower back down into an imprint and then release the back away. So again, taking your lower back down towards the floor and then releasing the back away. All right, so we really want to again Work in the movement, notice the movement, notice how fluid your back is moving for you today. Settling into neutral, and then do the same with the shoulders. So we're going to hook them up and roll them down. Hook them up, roll them down. Shoulders are always a little bit tight, alright, so nothing really unusual there. But we just want to walk them down, and then wriggle out your neck. So we really open up the collarbone. Take a long deep breath in through your nose, feel the ribs widen, and as you breathe out of your mouth, give some direction as if you're blowing down a straw. So you're giving some direction to the out breath. When you breathe in, I want you to try and explore and use a little bit more of your lung space. So really take a deep breath in. Really good for calming the mind, really good for re-energizing the mind, bringing oxygen up, and also the whole of your body system. Alright, so as you take that breath in, lateral thoracic breathing. As you breathe out of your mouth, blowing the breath out with a little energy. And as you breathe out, drop on the pelvic floor, draw the navel back to the spine, and seek out that connection through your core. So as you breathe in, ribs widen, the belly remains flat. As you breathe out, pulling in, tightening up, and connecting with your core. Now let's start today with our ab prep. I'd like you to put your hands back behind your head and let your elbows drop. Breathing in through your nose, nod the chin. As you breathe out of your mouth, raise the upper body, but maintain that neutral position with your lower back. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out as you engage with the core and lower the body down. Breathing in, nodding the chin. As you breathe out, engaging with your core, lifting, holding up through the midline of your body. Breathing in to stay, and breathing out and engaging with the core as we lower. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out and engaging with the core as we lift. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out and engaging with the core as we lower back down to the floor. Again, breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out and pulling up behind the surface muscles as we lift. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out and engaging with the core as you lower. This time, breathing in, nod the chin. As you breathe out to lift, lift and position your body across to the right. Breathing in to stay, then breathing out, engaging with the core as you lower back. Breathe in, nod the chin, and breathing out, position across to the left. Breathing in to stay, and breathing out, engage with the core and use the abdominals in the same manner when you come down as when you go up. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out, engage the core as you lift and position to the right. Breathe in, breathe out, navel to the spine as you slowly lower. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out, position across and over towards the left. Breathing in, breathing out as you lower. Now if you want to make that just a little bit harder, for the last few, pick the feet up. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out, position your body across to the right. Breathing in, breathing out as you lower your body back down. Breathe in, nod the chin. Breathing out, position across to the left. Breathing in, breathing out, engaging the core as you lower. Breathe in, nod the chin. Breathing out, position across to the right. Breathing in, breathing out, engaging the core as you lower. One more time. Breathe in, nod the chin. Breathing out, position across to the left. Breathing in, and breathing out as you lower all of the way back down. Okay, now sliding your legs all the way out and along the floor there for me, placing your fingers just around your hip bones. As you bring one leg straight up towards the ceiling, breathe in. As you lower your leg down, breathing out and then swap over. Breathing in as you raise the leg up, breathing out and engaging with the core as you lower down. So when you bring the leg up, just be conscious that you've got a neutral back. How hamstrings stretching a little, and just really pull back through the core as you lower. Breathing in leg raises, then breathing out navel back to the spine as you lower. Now if you feel you can, let's add on the one leg circle. Breathing in, raise the leg. Breathing out to circle the leg away from the body. Breathing in center. Breathing out, lower the leg back down. We change legs. Breathing in, raising the leg up. Breathing out to circle the leg away from the body. Breathing in back to the center. Breathing out as you lower the leg all the way back down. Again, breathing in, raise the leg up. Breathing out, circle the leg away. Keep the core locked on. Try not to let your hips move. Breathe in and breathing out as you lower back down. Again, breathing in as you raise the leg up. Breathing out to circle the leg away from the body. Breathing in, breathing out to lower that leg down. One more set. Breathing in, breathing out to circle the leg away from the body. Breathing in, breathing out as you lower. Last one. Breathing and raise the leg up. Breathing out to circle it away. Breathing in, breathing out to lower the leg back on down. Okay, let's bring the feet to the floor. Now let's carefully bring you over onto your side and then up onto your hands and knees. Okay, so we're going to be working next into dolphin today. So I'll start you off on your knees. With this one, we have our fingers clasped up together, slightly different hand hold. And we want to be able to reach around for the elbows. So when you place your forearms down, try not to go too wide, okay? You want to have the elbows in alignment with your shoulders. So if you can place your forearms down, do your check, okay? And then from there, like I said, we start off on the knees, pulling up on your bottom rib, and as you draw forwards, breathing out. As you draw back up, breathing in. Breathing out, engaging with your core as you come forwards, and breathing in to press the hips back. Breathing out, navel back to the spine, and breathing in to draw back. Now this is quite relatively easy for you, and you want to go up harder. Go up into your toes, keep the legs straight, and as you come forwards, breathing out, pull up through the belly, and breathing in to send your hips back. Breathing out, and as you come forwards, looking beyond your fingers, and breathing in, send your hips back. Breathing out to engage the core as you come forwards, and breathing in, hips go back. Breathing out, belly pulls back as you come forwards, and breathing in as you draw back. Two more, breathing out, coming forwards, breathing in, tip back. One more time, and breathing in and back, and then lowering gently down upon your knees. Okay, now I'm going to be working into an uneven stance for your glutes. So basically I'm going to take down my left elbow to the floor and keep my right hand on the ground. We are going to have a break between the two sides when we work this, because what you'll find, because we're leaning, is the other buttock will also take some load. So I'm going to place my right hand so the heel of my hand lines up with the elbow. Then taking the right leg out to the back, and as you lift it up, point the toes, breathe out, lift the leg up, and then breathe in, lower it down. Okay, so like I say, we are leaning to one side, and that's okay. All right, we want to really pull up through the core. Draw the navel back to the spine as you lift, breathing in. Now what I do find with this one, because of the leaning effect, is that we might be able to go up a little bit higher without incurring any pinching in the back. All right, but if it's not that the factor for you, if it doesn't feel good, by all means come onto your belly and do single leg lifts, or come down onto both elbows or both hands. So you make it work for you, all right, depending on what's going on with you today. Breathing out, lift, but if you can point your toes, keep the legs straight, that will really work. Now, on the next one, I'm going to draw the knee in. It's the same leg still, and I'm going to draw open into a little then draw it back down. So as we draw the knee to widen, breathing out, open, breathing in. Now we've got the little bit of inner thigh muscle work, as well as really good glute work here. Breathing out as the knee comes open, breathing in as you lower. Breathing out, knee comes open, in as you lower. Alright, 2 more there. Breathing out, knee open, into lower. 1 more. Okay, now I'm going to put these 2 parts together. So I'm going to go knee open, breathing out. Now breathe in, knee to the shoulder, compress. Breathing out, straighten the leg away. And then breathe in, draw the knee down. Breathing out, knee open. Breathing in, knee shoulder. Breathing out to straighten it away and breathe in, draw the knee down. Breathing out, knee open. Breathing in, knee shoulder. Breathing out, push the leg away. Breathing in, drawing it down. 1 more time. Breathing out, knee open. Breathing in, knee shoulder. Breathing out, straighten. And then breathing in, draw down. Okay, come up onto your knees. So like I say, it does make the glutes work on the other side. Okay, so I'm just going to do this little side bend stretch. Now, just covering this one, because if you have been doing this for a while, I just want to cover that you're not falling into this trap. When we take the arms up, I want you to try not to arch the back, but instead pull under, tuck under a little bit, and try and get your ears and arms together so the chin is slightly lifted. Now bend out to the side, because you could have been missing out some of the stretch, because it's, like I said, especially when you've been doing the same thing for a while, our bodies tend to go to something that makes it a bit easier. And then come back on up. Deep breath in, breathing out. So tuck your tailbone slightly forward, so maybe half clench the buttocks. Keep your ears and arms together and try and keep your gaze forwards. Because we know as soon as it starts to get a little bit of hard work, we sometimes drop the gaze or we sometimes arch the spine. And bring it all the way up. Let it down. Okay, so the fatigue should have dissipated now through the legs. I'm going to come back and do the other side. Right elbow down towards the floor for me, and take your left hand down so it lines up with the heel of your elbow, heel of your hand. Then from here, left leg coming up, breathing out to lift, breathing in to lower. As you lift the leg, draw the navel back to the spine, in as you lower. Breathing out to lift, in to lower. Point the toes and keep that leg line really dynamic, in as you lower. Breathing out, belly pulls back as you lift, in to lower. Again, breathing out, squeeze, lift, and lower. And again, breathing out, press the leg away, and lower. Again, breathing out, belly pulls up, in as you lower. Again, breathing out, pressing away, in as you lower. And again, breathing out, lift, in as you lower. 1 more time. And then we're sliding that knee in. Breathing out, knee drawing open to the side, in as you lower. Breathing out, knee open, and in as you lower. Breathing out, knee open, into lower. Engaging the core as we lift, into lower. Breathing out, knee open, in as you lower. And again, breathing out, lift the knee, into lower. Again, breathing out, knee open, into lower. Alright, 1 more like that. And then we put the 2 parts together. Breathing out, knee open. Breathe in, knee to the shoulder. Breathing out, straighten the leg again. And then breathing in, draw the knee down. Breathing out, knee open. Breathe in, knee shoulder. Breathing out to straighten. Breathing in, draw the knee down. Breathing out, knee open. Breathe in, knee shoulder. Breathing out to straighten the leg. And down, last set. Breathing out, knee open. Breathe in, knee shoulder. Breathing out to straighten it. And breathing in, draw down. Okay. Come around to a seated position. And we're going to work you down towards your roll back. So lay your legs out in front of you. Feel free to use a band, feel free to use a cushion, okay, for your lower back if that is where we need to go today. We're going to take a deep breath in, let the ribs widen. And as you breathe out, pull the belly back up underneath your ribs and very carefully curve lumbar spine. Stop about halfway, breathing in and then breathing out. Really pull up through the core as we draw all the way back on up. Again, breathing in, the ribs widen. And as you breathe out, pulling back through the belly, go back to about halfway, breathing in and breathing out. So better to do halfway really well than to try to get to the floor and it doesn't, you don't come back up. So as you go back, breathing out, if it felt really easy to move into an imprint, take your back to the floor, breathing in, breathing out, work through the imprint, carefully working away from the ground and sitting up, breathing in, breathing out, lowering your body back, breathing in and out, drawing all of the way back on up. Okay, now if you want to work it up, okay, one hand on the shoulder, and as you go back, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out as we draw all of the way back up, swapping your hands over, breathing in, breathing out as we roll it back, breathing in, and breathing out as you draw it all the way back up, swap it over, breathing in, breathing out, rolling it back, breathing in, breathing out, engaging the core, drawing it all the way back up. One more time, breathe in, breathing out, rolling it back, breathing in, breathing out as we draw it all the way back on up. Alright, good job. Let's come into a little bit of tricep work. So placing your hands back behind you, bending your knees up. As we dip back, breathing in, and as you push up, breathing out, straightening your arms. Again, as you dip back, breathe in. As you push away, breathe out. Alright, now feel free to continue. Or if you want to go to straighter legs, engage the core first. Breathe out as you lift and press away into your toes. Breathing in as you lower. Now we're going to try again to keep the posture check on. So try not to lose your neck. Okay, so as you lift, again, I don't think anybody's doing that, but keeping your gaze forwards, not slinging your head back. Okay, I know it can be a bit confusing because if you practice yoga as well, in the inclined plane, we do take the head back. But the reason we do that is because we go up and we stay. Alright, so it goes up into a static posture. And in our Pilates practice, we're moving. Alright, so going in and out and changing direction of the body. If we were to take the head back each time, we'd probably end up with whiplash. So we want to just be really careful here that we, again, maintain that steady posture. Two more if you can. Breathing out and in, or in to go back out to come forwards. Okay, and then we're going to release the triceps out for you. So releasing triceps and shoulders. Pop yourself around to a seated position of your choice. Open your arms out nice and wide. And then as you draw one hand back, then swap it over and draw the other hand back. Alright, now you're all very well versed with this. You know what I'm going to say. You want to keep the head completely still. Try not to move the head forwards and backwards. Keep the chin up. Try not to accommodate for anywhere in the body where you can feel it's a bit tight and you don't want to go there. Unfortunately, we have to be patient and we have to keep walking the walk, and then eventually what we want to happen will happen. But that's why we want to keep the posture check on and try and encourage the range of motion to improve. And also by doing this, we're reaching away and lengthening out through the muscles. So releasing out any build-up of lactic acid. That's where you feel that the muscles ache a little bit the next day. Now let's just drop one hand back. You can either take a hold of the elbow or you can reach back and take the fingers. Lift the chin up. Sit your body up nice and tall. If it's getting easy and you've got your hands, then take your elbow further back behind your head. If you're easily holding your hands, work it up so you're holding your wrist. You can keep going like that. And letting it go, and we'll swap it over. So again, we can take the hand back and we can encourage the elbow down. We can take the hand back and find the fingers if that's a good thing for you at the moment. If it's getting easier, bring the elbow further back behind the head and maybe reach up for your wrist. And then letting it go. Okay, so I'm going to bring you around onto your side, and today I'm going to work the clam, but I'm going to work just the first stage. Okay, so we're going to be down on our side. I'm going to be opening the knee back and forth. Then I'm going to be taking the leg away in a single leg lift. Then we're going to be taking it up into side bend. So a little bit of hip action coming in here. I'm going to prop my head up for this first one. You can be head up or head down, which again, according to how it feels for you. My knees are drawn into so they line up with the hips. I'm going to keep the big toes connected. As you roll the top knee back, breathing out, breathing into lower. So on this base level, it is actually the hardest way to get that leg to rotate, and that's okay. We're not expecting it to go way, way back, all right? But I want you to try and pull up into the core as you take the knee back. Because of so much of your body is nicely supported on the earth, it's not like we feel vulnerable and we've got to connect with the core, all right? So we've got to layer that little factor in so that as you lift, you're breathing out, in as you lower, rolling that knee back, in as you lower. Again, breathing out, press into lower. And again, breathing out, roll it back, into lower. And again, breathing out, press and lower. Again, breathing out, roll back and lower. Again, breathing out, pressing away and lower. 2 more. And lower. Okay, and then from there, just taking a hold of your ankle, and we'll just give the leg a little rest. Draw the heel towards your backside and find the quad stretch. And then let the legs go all the way along the floor. And now take your head along your arm. So we stack up the hips. Just really, again, a little half clench of your buttocks, just to bring the alignment through to your body. As you raise the top leg up, breathing out to extend, and breathing in as you lower. So as you take that leg away, knowing that you've got your foot and your thigh front facing here. As you lift the leg, breathe out, draw the waist away from the floor, breathe in as you lower. You're going to your best range of motion today. So just take that leg away, just to the point where you can really feel, your body's just, that's enough, okay? And that's okay to work to that point. Breathing out to lift, in as you lower. And again, breathing out to extend, in as you lower. And again, breathing out, pressing the leg away, in as you lower. And again, 2 more. And lower, 1 more time. And then we'll draw it up in readiness for your side bend. So popping the elbow beneath your shoulder, tuck your knees forwards of your body and lifting your chin. As we lift up onto the elbow and the side of your knees, breathing out and reaching over towards the floor, breathing in as you lower back down. Breathing out, lift through your waist beneath you, and breathing in as you lower. Okay, so by all means stay with that, or I'm going to line up the hand through to the foot, open the knees, open the chest. Then as we lift, breathing out, reaching up past your ear, and breathing in as you lower. So think as you go up how your oblique muscles, your waist, is working for you underneath your body. Think of how, when you take that arm straight over, you're stretching out latissimus dorsi. So as you go over, that arm is really inching outwards and over. Okay, so getting that stretch in to the side body. Breathing out to lift in as you lower. Let's have two more if you can. Remember, you can take a break if you need it. And down one more time. And coming back. And then we'll swing it around. Let's go to the other side. Okay, so first of all, we're going to pop the head up. Going to draw those knees forwards. You can have your head down on this one. Alright, you see how it feels for you. Big toes touching, and as you roll the top knee back, breathing out and in to lower. So as you take that knee to roll back, again, it's not going to go super back, okay, but you're doing your best. So breathing out to press away, in to lower. Breathing out, engage the core, in to lower. So as you press the knee back, we're drawing the navel back to the spine. In as you lower. Breathing out to press away, in as you lower. Again, breathing out, press the knee back, into lower. And again, rolling back. Lovely work coming up into glute medius, the upper back region of your buttock. Okay, getting those parts of the body a little bit stronger so that your body will work in union easier. Quite often, if parts of the glutes are a little bit reluctant to work, the lower back muscles do like to take up the load. Alright, so the benefits are you get more of the parts of the body working for themselves, then your body will work better together. Alright, let's have one more there. And then if we can take a hold of the top foot and draw the knee back. So finding a little bit of quad stretch also gives us a break on the hip for a second. And then if we let it go, and then taking the legs along the floor, taking the arm out and along the side here. Like I said on the other side, personally I always do this. It's just a little bit of a half clench of the buttocks, and that just shoots you into a better alignment. Okay, and top shoulder down. Then as you raise that top leg, breathing out to lift, breathing in to lower. You want to lift up that leg so that it's, again, in alignment with your body. Try not to rotate. We don't want to be working into the hip flexor. Alright, we do enough of that. But we do want to be working into the adductors and abductors, the inner and outer sides of the top of your leg. The breathing out to lift, breathing in to lower. And again, breathing out, engage the core as you lift. Breathing in as you lower. And again, breathing out, stretch it away, in as you lower. Again, breathing out, pressing it away, in as you lower. And again, breathing out to extend, breathing in as you lower. Again, breathing out, press the leg away, in as you lower. One more time, breathing out, lift. And in as you lower. Okay. Fold the body up. So you're going to draw the elbow in beneath your shoulder. Knees come forward so you provide a box of space in front of the body. As you come up, breathing out, Side bend through the body, fingertips down towards the floor, breathing in as you lower. So on that version already, you've gone into that arm, which is nice and long. Try not to bend at the elbow, okay, and all the way over. Those of you going up onto your hand, take a moment, again, line yourself up correctly so that you've got your foot and your hand in alignment. Nose and navel facing the front of the room, and then as you go up, breathing out and reaching over, breathing in as you lower. Okay, so again with this one, a little half clench of your buttocks. Take the head over with you as you go over, and try not to stick your bottom up into the air, okay? The bottom should be still facing the back of the mat, all right? So it's facing the ceiling, we're tipping forwards, all right? So what I would say is maybe take your legs a bit further away, all right? Because sometimes, I'll just demonstrate so you know what I'm talking about. If you go a bit close in, when you come up, your only way is to push up and push your bottom down, up towards the ceiling, all right? So if you slide your feet further away, you can go up with a little bit more elongation, and then it's about lifting up through the waist. All right, so not necessarily do you want your feet very close, unless you've got gymnastic background, in which case you may be very strong in your upper body. Finishing off that last one. And then let's come around onto your back. Alright, so as we lower ourselves down, we're going to get ready for our 100. So lowering down vertebrae after vertebrae. If you're using a little support there for your neck, place something behind your head. If you can, bring your feet up to the earth and then pick them up one and then the other. Neutral position with your lower back. Either leave your head down if this is enough, or pick your head up and provide a little support there. That brings in the surface muscles more now. Then if you want to extend the legs, if the hamstrings are willing, go ahead. And if you don't need to support the neck, we could pat the air by your side. Keep the distance of a fist between your chin and chest, shoulder blades on the floor. Maybe shut your eyes, go inside, and focus on a longer breath here. Isometric hold, so you're able to just get into it, okay? Really get into the breathing, getting into that connection of your core. And we're going 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 23, 24, 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 3, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 3, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 3, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 3, 64, 65, 66, 7, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 3, 74, 75, 6, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 3, 84, 85, 86, 7, 88, 89, 90 with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Bring the body down and just place your feet lightly to the floor. Now I'm going to come into a little bit of neck release. I said I would go into that. I'm going to do a bit more later on. But first of all here, I'm just going to get you to gently turn your head to one side. Now if you can, try and take your ear upon the floor. So once you get there, if you think you can improve upon it, lift the head up and then draw your ear down again. And it is just practice, this sort of stuff. You can improve upon the neck releasing quite quickly. Bring it to the middle for me. And now, give yourself a little bit of a turn down with the corners of your mouth. See if you can get the back of your neck to sit down upon the floor. And then gently let your head back up. Take your head over to the other side. So carefully roll it over. Maybe then lift the head lightly and then place the ear down. Bring the shoulders down and just really feel that stretch on that neck turn. Just holding it down on a little bit of purposeful stretch. And bring the head back to the middle, and then again draw the chin down. And give yourself a deep double chin. And then letting the head back on up. Now, if you could just carefully roll over to one side and pop yourself back up to seated. Now, I'm going to work into saw, okay, but I'm also going to work into spine stretch forwards for you today. Feel free to sit up on a block, okay, and feel free if you would prefer to have your legs crossed. So first of all, let's open out through with your arms, sitting your body up nice and tall. Breathing in to rotate your upper body and breathing out as we position your body over and across. Breathing in to draw back on up, breathing out, draw the navel back to the spine as you get to the middle. Breathing in to rotate your upper body, breathing out, rounding through your spine to draw you across. Breathing in as you come back up. And breathing out, draw the navel back to the spine and letting your arms down. Breathing in to nod the chin forwards. And breathing out, rounding the spine and drawing out from your waist to fall forwards. Breathing in at the bottom. And breathing out as you pull up through the belly. Drawing all of the way back up and open the shoulders. We'll do that again. Breathing in, nodding the chin. Breathing out, rolling and peeling the body forwards. Breathing in at the bottom. And breathing out, pull up through the belly. Really open back, peel the shoulder blades down and lift the chin, float your arms. Let's breathe in to rotate your upper body. Breathing out to move out of your waist and lengthen over and across. Breathing in as you draw up. And breathing out, engage the core as you come back. Breathing in, rotate your upper body. Breathing out and rounding through the spine, lengthening across. Breathing in as you come back up. Breathing out, engaging your core back to the middle. Let your arms down. Breathing in, nodding the chin. Breathing out. As you draw forwards, imagine you've got a big beach ball in front of you and you're going over the top of the beach ball. Breathing in and then breathing out and coming back up, using the core to pull you up, opening the shoulders back at the top. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out and rounding the body. So we're not hinging, we're rounding over. Breathing in and breathing out, pulling up through the belly, lifting up through the back, bringing your arms away. Let's have one more set. Breathing in, turning the upper body, and breathing out to move out from your waist. Breathing in as you draw back up, breathing out, engaging the core to the middle. Breathing in as we turn, and breathing out to draw the body over and across. Breathing in as you come back up, and breathing out, engaging the core back to the middle and letting your arms down. Breathing in, draw the chin forwards. Breathing out as you round the body over. Breathing in at the bottom and breathing out to pull up through the belly. Lift, 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 and open back the shoulders at the top. One more time. Breathing in, nod the chin, and breathing out as we peel the body forwards. Breathing in at the bottom, and breathing out as we draw all of the way back up, and shoulders back. Okay, now I'm going to bring you over onto your tummy, and we're going to come out into the shoulder opener. So we can take one arm out and along the floor, and then very carefully roll your body onto the shoulder. And today we'll just drop the knees forwards of the body, and if you can, raising your opposite arm and looking up. So a little bit of a chest opener here. And then come back and through. We go to the other side. So gently roll upon that shoulder, tuck the knees in, raising your arm if it feels okay. If ever you get a day it doesn't feel okay, then you keep your arm down. Also the head can be up or down in accordance to what you're used to. And then coming back down. And now we're coming onto the hands and the knees. And we're coming in to thread the needle as a stretch. Now I'm just doing the shoulder bit today, so I'm going to thread one arm under, take the ear down to the floor, and hang out there. With the other hand, with this version, you can either reach it upwards to the top end of your mat, or you could take it to the back of your body and let it hang over your back. And then drawing back on up, changing over, thread the arm underneath, take the ear to the floor if you can, and then whatever else you did with your arm, feel free. And then coming back into pose of the child. Now from here, clasping your fingers to the back body and start to gently lift your arms. So you come up into a shoulder girdle stretch. And let your arms all the way back down. Let go of your fingers and unroll your spine. Come around to a seated position of your choice. And let's take one arm across the body, place the other arm beneath, and come into your eagle arms, raising your arms upwards. If you, again, you've been doing this for a while and you're wondering how to make this a little more intense, my advice is to bring your arms forwards of your body and then go maybe a little bit higher up. But keep your shoulders down. And lower it down, swapping it over. So you bring that arm across, lace the other one beneath, come up, connect the hands if you can, or your hands can be back to back. You can simply hold it as, or you can bring the arms forwards and then go up higher. And then it just might give you a bit more, all right? If you've gotten to a stage where you're not feeling it anymore, we just need to move it on again. And bring it back down. Place your fingertips down to the floor to one side of you. Drape your hand to the side of your head and just gently let the ear Come a little away from the fingers that are pushing down. And then to the rear of your head and draw across. Bring it back up. Let's change the other side. So push your fingers down, drape your hand over the top. Gently encourage the ear over. And go to the back corner of your head. Just gently encourage the head across slightly. And bring it back on up. And very last bit. Clasp your fingers to the back of your neck. And then push up on the base of your hairline. Squeeze the elbows in together tightly. And now tucking your head forwards. Now again, this is going to be up to you how far you go forwards. You want to pull up on the back of your head. Okay, pull up on the base of your hairline. And slowly bring it back on up. Take a deep breath in, raise your arms high. Breathing out and widen your arms. Let's swish the arms forwards, hold it for a second. Breathe in, rise up, pull up through the belly. Breathe out, open back. And again, one more. Reach it forwards, hold it for a second, hesitate. Breathe in, come up, use your abdominals. Breathing out, open back and wide. And we will call that your practice today. Well done, good job.